Let's find out. Alright, we are live. Before we start the run, I'll go over the ground rules for this one. So the goal is to beat difficulty 15 with only 4 stars. Any ending is fine, though ending 3 is obviously not an option, so it's between ending 1 and 2. We are not allowed to use any item that will directly buff the stats of my operators. No defense, attack, healing, extra DP, SP generation, or anything like that. Stuff like this are also excluded, of course. On the other hand, these are the items we are allowed to use. Mostly because we'll be forced to pick up some items on the way. Anything that gives deployment limit, squad limit, hope, ingots, all of these are fine. They do give minor stat buffs for some of them, but it shouldn't affect anything. And anything that gives me lives is also fine. Alright, with the rules explained. One more thing. I'm also not allowed to use runes. So I'm going to have to win without cheating with just 2 attack speed runes. That's why they're banned too. Map runes are fine. Any rune that works around the map is okay. But not combat runes that just give me double the stats. That would make it too easy. Okay, with everything covered, let's start. My first idea is to start with Eternal Hunt, so I can rush up to 8 lives. And if we can get to 11, we can start stacking up lives to leak later. Good evening. To that end, we'll take the block. Pinecone becomes very weak later, but we might still need her for one of the boss fights if we decide to open the ice. And also if we get to the point where she isn't effective. Barely anything is. We'll use her to win as many fights early and get a big squad. Not too different from how I play with items. No path that has 3 fights. High Titan. Spearhead might be better, I'm not sure. I might go back to it later. Eternal Hunt makes sense though, because the debuffs will be very difficult to deal with without items, and the extra starting lives can be used. Because I wanna know if I can. What other reason would I need? The chests and the ducks and such aren't too valuable, though the animals are safe to kill since you're not forced to pick up the item. So if it's something that actually buffs my stats, I can ignore it. $31, so no duck here in any case. Good evening. Started streaming a bit late today. My internet was going on and off in the afternoon. Hi, Sisyphus. What was that pronunciation?
With hard work.
Anyway, we're gonna do something very CCPan here. Oh yeah, this one's gonna take a while. Out of battle items are fine, yeah. I've written out the rules in the description, if you wanna look at them. Support devices are also acceptable, yes. I don't consider them items. Combat runes are banned though.
Got it.
I don't really wanna try my luck with double access for just 2 ingots. Though I suppose I could have just had Pinecone here. Or rather, I can still have Pinecone there.
Alright then.
Yeah, we'll do that. There's no reason to skip the ingots. We lose very little damage on the axes. How appropriate for somebody with your name then. There's only one sniper coming from here, so Pinecone won't need any healing. And spot cycles for both axes, so you won't have problems early.
Doesn't matter. Hey, catch.
50-50 on a duck or bear. Though we're not terribly interested in killing them now, I suppose. They could drop a squad or a money item, so I should at least try. I guess I didn't put much effort in it when I wasted big skill. Doesn't matter, there is no duck or bear. This is probably it for this floor, unless I roll a device. You can usually get better value from the two starting devices by finding some bosky on the second floor. Oh, boskies are a huge risk when I think about it. I can't take this item. Yeah, Moose is going to be forced. She's not really a choice. There's no way I can tank the boss without Moose, realistically. Okay, now it's worth spending a device to go up. The reason I want to take the fight is for the hope itself, so I can actually use the shop. Hello, Slime and Nechigu.
今壁が目の前で動いたって？何言ってんだ、そんなことあるわけねえだろ。目的地はどこでしたっけ？普段通り釘を打てば大丈夫。
I don't think the boss fight is that much problem, because I can actually just go into Ending 2, and that doesn't really require stats. What I will struggle with is actually getting there. The 5th floor fights are going to be really deadly. Ah well, we'll see how it goes. For the devices, I just want the stun. That's the only one that makes sense. Runes are partially banned. I can't use combat runes. I've written out the exact rules I will use in the description of the stream. You can look it up. Now, the real question is if I have any incentive to take a guard that isn't Moose. Everyone else is kind of trash now. Utage makes sense, because she can kill stuff even without any items. So Utage now and Moose later maybe. Or Hummus to survive early game, and the rest aren't worth getting. I'll trust Pinecone and take Utage to help with elites. I think it's a bit too long to pin, so this is fine. We'll take this for extra lives. That puts us at 11 lives. Now we can start stacking up. Do we have a medic to it too? We're going to. I can take a combat rune, I can just choose not to use it. Why would that be a problem? If I get an item and I'm forced into picking it, I'm going to reset on the other hand. I'm not gonna spend money on that. E2 Eaton. That's the one. And I can't get a real Vanguard, so we'll go for the mine. Oh yeah, that's a good point. Okay, there we go. Oh, squad and deployment limit. I'm definitely gonna need more than 6 squads for this. So, low altitude, scout and a fight. This path, we need to use the device and we still only end up with 2 fights. Bottom path it is.
With pleasure.
.22 is the normal count.
忘れ物しないでね。
Yeah, fine.
Well, I just started, so I have some ideas though. We're using Eternal Hunt to get a bunch of lives, and I'm going to need to deploy click here, I think. Nah, Pinecone will make it in time. And I'll probably focus on getting Ending 2, because Ending 2 is easier than Ending 1. As much as I hate it,
I won't be afraid.
I can just get 2 defenders and psycho the boss. I'm also 100% fine with anything that wins. This is full tryhard, even by my standards. If the tactic that I decide is best is to just get 30 lives and leak the boss, that's what I'm going to do. I think it's less than ideal, and stalling the boss on Ending 2 is easier than getting 30 lives, considering how much I'm going to leak on some stages. But if it wins, it wins. I do not care. Anything within the rules I've written out is permitted. No, Ending 2 is just throwing 2 defenders at the boss. It's a really stupid boss. Because his whole gimmick is that he becomes invincible and runs through your operators. If you just block him early, you kind of just win. Hooray, Utage 2. Not sure how useful that is, but at least I get something that isn't a 3-star. I'm not complaining. Any stage on which I can't afford to E2 Pinecone? Because I really want to, but... Nah, it should be fine, right? Because Ethan mostly covers Pinecone's job. Yeah, I'm fine with converting floor 5 stages into shops. End of time is fine, that's acceptable. You can stop asking for specifics. We'll just go with the rules as they're written. Any kind of cheese I can think of within those rules is 100% acceptable. Don't deploy click, because sometimes you get Naruto runners, like now.
Yeah, fine.
Why are they walking so slowly? They're barely moving.
I won't be afraid.
If you wanna be pedantic, it's a no combat relic. Nothing that buffs my operator stats. End of time is no different from skipping stage by turning it into a shop, and I'm allowing that, so I have no reason not to allow end of time. I can't take the fruit, of course. I'm just running the risk of it giving me a real item, and then I have to reset. If I pick the fruit and it gives me 3 squad limit items, that's fine, but I'm not gonna pick it up. The risk of a reset is too high. Yeah, same way you farm it in every IS. You play until the first shop and then reset.
With hard work, even an idiot can get the job done.
Straight to Myrtle. We don't know when we're getting another Vanguard. Both of these are useless. So let's see if we get a reset on the second floor. We do not. We can take this safely. Yeah, that's a reset. Is the boss weak to arts or physical? Which boss? The ending to one? I don't really think I can afford this here. I need more shit. This isn't a big squad. I need the fights. So at the very least... Actually, I have an incentive to avoid the encounters too, because there's an encounter that just gives you an item with no option to refuse. And if I get that, I might just reset. So we can do this, lost and found, safe house, and then fight. 2 fights plus safe house and the lost and found. What's the boss? Yeah, I can't get the lost and found here. This boss fight will just kill me. I either need a Need to Defender plus another medic or Totter to get through that. Well, Totter plus something else. There's no boss key here, so we're forced to take this path for the maximum number of fights. If this is an emergency shady, I might just die. Okay, lucky for me I can skip. Oh, I can actually take this, yeah, this is fine. Helpful item. So close, yeah. This is easy. Yeah, Arts is much better than physical because he has something like 2000 defense. Of course, if you have an operator that does 5000 damage per hit, which you absolutely can, then that's no longer true.
Scenery here, Doctor.
So don't take it as an absolute true, especially when you're using 6 stars with items and everything.
Have to get serious now.
Might with the drone. Nah, I'll be fine. There is just enough.
Alright then.
Switch the blocker. And when they start killing him, we'll use a mine.
Whatever you so many weaknesses.
Mostly seems fine here. Otage has nothing better to do.
So this is a battlefield.
Don't use pinecone shots, we need them for the drones. Yeah, 3 stars are always allowed.
That's fine. Come on.
Should whoop back into pinecone's range. And we can sacrifice Myrtle for the Wancer. We're fine. Okay, so the boss stage definitely will not kill me. I have way too many lives for that. But I still want to minimize how many of them I'm actually going to lose.
Don't see any harm in this.
Oops, I forgot to activate Click S1. About now. It's an E2 Eaton, of course. I'm probably going to use Indigo anyway. She's a relevant operator. Also, the ending 2 boss isn't immune to bind. That's a function if he is skill. You can bind him just fine in the downtime. What's gonna give me the most value here? I almost always go for Totter. That makes sense, because his dude does damage. I'm kind of biased towards Antier, so you might try Meteor. This deletes fights. That's the best possible rune I can get. So we have Shady, Combat, go down into a shop. Yeah, decent path. Why do I need to reset? What are you talking about? Yeah, the squad runes are allowed. You know the rules are written, and I've said they're allowed, and you can just read them. I'm not gonna reset because of one attack speed. Like, that's so minimal that it's not gonna affect anything anyway. I'm gonna start ignoring you when you tell me to reset something, because you don't read the shit I've written.
We're counting on you again today, little apple.
Even if it does, I'm fine with that. Can't use spot on the... Yeah, we can use speed and skill now. What's Meteor supposed to do in this run is unclear. Utage is going to need to kill these guys. Okay, bombs fucking off.
I won't be afraid.
Yeah, fine.
We have stun bombs too, so I think we're fine on this side.
Ooh, almost dozed off.
Wait until he's deeper into Click's range. We want the basic enemies to not have Click attacks wasted on them. Ah well, we're still forced to use Utage in any case. Retreat her now and she should come back in time. If Spot dies, we'll replace him with stun bombs.
Stay calm, my friend.
Divert some attacks from Spot. Well, one attack anyway. Almost done on this side. Stun bombs will cover the difference. Casters are taken care of. Need it on skill later, so we're using Click here. Stun bomb as I mentioned. Okay, we'll use it here. Can he buy enough time for Utage to come back? Yeah, and she should be able to kill that before she gets stunned, I think. Yeah, may have messed up here. Nope, we're fine there. Oh, Utage just barely whiffed that. Biggest issue here is that I didn't have a little bit of extra DPS, something like Pudenku to support Click. If I had something like Pudenku that has a constant DPS instead of Utage, we'd have done better. It might be doable without any leaks, if I have a better cycle with how I use Utage. Yes, Meteor isn't going to help anything with DPS, trust me. Yeah, I started streaming late because my internet was down for most of the afternoon. Go to Pudenku or Roberta first, because I'm gonna need Roberta later to tank the ending 2 boss. Okay, I'll trust in Ethan and go straight for the endgame tech. Crafty is mostly a freebie. It doesn't matter.
Leave the long distance support to me.
For the most part, I want to avoid physical like the plague. In the early game it's fine, but I won't be able to deal with heavies with it at all.
I have to get serious now.
That's not inaccurate. If you wanna know what she actually isn't bad against, can I get spot in time or am I gonna be forced into a stun mine? Yeah, spot is up in time.
Yeah, fine.
So Meteor is good at buffing other operators with high physical damage. Vigna Cutter that can already kind of penetrate defense. She can then give them a bunch of extra damage. Or against medium defense, of course, but that just doesn't come up as often as you would expect.
The wind is blowing in the right direction.
We shouldn't leak anything here. We have stun bombs and everything. And they last long enough for return skills to come back.
Feel the wind.
どうすりゃいい？いざもっとやれ。気がねよ。普段通り釘を打てば大丈夫。
I have no idea what the record for this challenge means. As far as I know, it hasn't been done. If I do it, then whatever I do will be the record, I guess.
Feel the wind.
Though I'm not sure how we'd quantify which one is better if somebody else does it too. Are we gonna go by time or what? What do we have with high rests? I've gotten this far, the stream just started. Does Utage make a rational fracture a free win? Biggest issue this squad has is that they don't have a real defender. Spot can't tank shit. Well, yeah, this is the highest floor I've reached. I just started.
Good scenery here, Doctor. On you again today, little apple.
Alright then.
Need to go straight to click, so the timings line up properly. Or maybe I don't, because we also have Utage.
We're counting on you again today.
いざもっとやれ。
いいとこついてれば痛くないからね。
These guys have so much health, holy shit. It's not even an emergency on floor, and it's on floor 3. Yeah, Perfumer won't die. Let's put her in range of the caster.
So this is a battlefield. We're counting on you again today. みんなどいて。Oh, almost dozed off.
はい。ちゃんと。
The wind is blowing in the right direction. Feel the wind.
気がねよ。
I do get extra stats from skills 3. What does it matter? It's not like I can turn it off. And it's just no items. I didn't say it's no extra stats from skill 3.
はい。気がねよ。引く。
Yo, ask weird questions.
I've been waiting for a while.
いらないパーツあったらちょうだい。
Spot is a medic, not a defender. That is correct.
You all did well.
I don't need Gummy. Gummy can't tank shit. I need Quora and Bobo. They can tank shit. Bad ticket, can't do anything with it. We'll get a stray medic. Oops, almost reset an accident. We're gonna take the hope thing. And we can get Bubble now. What do I think about Durnar? She's a 4-star guard. We can get this rune, but it's not like we have money. We're absolutely gonna need more than one medic. If we're going for ending 2, maybe I shouldn't pick Perfumer at the start either. Yeah, we'll pick up these 2. Because we'll level up soon. Pudding or Indigo? Pudding for now. Okay, let's see how many things we're going to have to leak. So tanking the boss is impossible, and I don't have the tools to kill it. The boss is stun immune, in case you're wondering about the stun bombs. So my goal will basically just be to stall the boss a bit, and then try to kill everything else. Totter would have been helpful here, I guess, since he can kill half the drones early. Need one melee operator for one lane and another melee for the other. That's about everyone we'll bring. And we need some medic, so that's pretty much a fourth squad. Do I prefer pushing or pulling? I have no preference. It just depends on what I need. I'm not sure why anyone would have a preference towards that. It either works or it doesn't, you know. Need DPS ASAP. So Pinecone, and then we'll target some of the harpoons. This one moves first, so he goes first. Drones are kind of throw. Yeah, not in time. A pity.
I won't be afraid.
I should have faced Perfumer to the bottom, so Ethan can be one tile forward. It was bad from me. Yeah, I have even less clue why we'd have a preference for pushing your enemy, Badak. Like, it's all one motion in the end, right? Oh, can hit Perfumer. That's not good.
We're counting on you again today, little apple.
I'd say we've reduced the number of binds to a reasonable degree. We can stun this dude, so we will. Now Pinecone is about to explode. Oh, he targets Perfumer here. How convenient to me. Do we kill this one or... Nah, Babu can tank this one. We'll use Utage for some other one later. Okay, that's down to 8 leaks in total. Not bad. Healing effectiveness are not fine, no. So 9 leaks in total. Nah, acceptable. The other fights can be done with no leaks very easily. So it's a bit unfortunate we run into this one. But it's not a run ender on its own.
Very well done, Doctor.
I have the rules in the description. If it doesn't say it's not allowed there, then it's allowed. That's it. I'm not gonna change what's written in the description. The strat is to get to ending 2. Ending 2 you can pretty much just kill the boss with 2 defenders and a medic. Or in my case 2 defenders and 2 medics, because I'm not gonna have the stats. Not being able to see what these are is annoying. I happen to have a lost and found in me. Afraid not. The alternative fight is easier. I still couldn't do it with this squad, but it is easier.
Leave the long distance support to me.
Yeah, this squad's fine. Might get bodied by the early wave. We'll see. I got Roberta because I'm going to need extra defense to tank the ending 2 boss easily.
Careful, everyone.
She will help with that. This tile is better used on something that has real DPS.
Don't worry. You got
Meteor
me.
should be in the back, because otherwise the caster is gonna kill her. Her only job is to kill this drone.
Today, little apple. 悪い人に立ち向かうぞ。
Critical hit.
Not a bad time of it. Oh, go away.
Critical.
We're counting on you again today, little apple. ここだここ。暴力で何も解決できないけど、お前を料理するには十分だぜ。
This guy's running away is fine.
Critical hit.
顔をもうちょっと around me, guys. Ah. ここですか。
Perfect chance.
I'm gonna need to stun here. A robot isn't game ending, but leaking multiple of this isn't going to end well for me.
どう好きだもっとやれ。
Yes, stay calm, my friend.
Okay, that kind of is. Gonna run into severe issue with clearing the stage. Without Pinecone. We're gonna have to deal with this robot, so that already means a bunch of leaks. Low bodies. Can get the best value out of Utage there. I'll wait a bit. I don't think there's a chance in hell I can kill any of the robots.
Scenery here, Doctor.
Don't
本物の戦場では
need Roberta deployed really.
撮影現場よりもインスピレーションが湧くな。
Myrtle is just there to help it and tank a few hits.
ここだこいざもっとやれ。Gather around me, guys.
Stay calm, my friend.
Oh, I killed myself. I keep forgetting that Myrtle can block with her model. It's not the first time I've killed myself with it. There's not quite enough enemies to actually kill myself, but I'm gonna get pretty close. Oh well, that drone flies so far away. That's kind of troll. Is that the only safe tile? Where I can kill the casters? Yeah, should be. Unless she dies instantly, of course.
のようにここでしっかり支え
And...
指示
no, couldn't kill the caster. Hmm.
Awaiting your orders.
Needed one more operator here to be able to kill the little shits faster.
Yes? Come on, chin up.
Not sure what would be ideal.
Good scenery here, Doctor.
I can't kill this guy for the record. He's just gonna walk straight through.
大スターだって予約を取るんだよ。君たち、運が良かったね。前線、正面
That was probably the end of the run here.
That's how do you like
Kind of messed up, but it wasn't going to go particularly smoothly even without me forgetting how Murta works.
ここだこ暴力じゃ何も解決できないけどお前を料理するには十分だぜ
I'll stay vigilant. This is the shot.
Oh, at least Utage makes sense as a pick.
good scenery here, Doctor.
Oh yeah, the run is over. We're gonna have to go to the next one. In all fairness, it was probably dead on arrival anyway, because they don't have the...
どうすりゃ
No, I could have spawned the defender
言う通りに
in the way to block that.
悪い人に立ち向か
Wonder if I can last long enough to get Utage back. No, I don't think so. Let him go through. It's Eternal Hunt, yeah, so taking Spearhead is also an option. Though the debuffs are greater than the value I get out of Spearhead. And the Eternal Hunt lets me stack lives, so it has two advantages. You just walk the boss and win.
今日は撮影で興奮しすぎて
Oh, you mean the
しちゃったよ
boss in the mid game? Well, yeah, it's the same thing with the Emperor's Blade. You just walk him and win. It's just an easier stage. Like the enemies and the boss go to different places so they don't overlap. Oh, we do have a lost and found. That's convenient. We no longer have our lives though. So maybe this is doable. We'll give it a try.
I'm being assigned to combat? Just
I
give me a
don't
bit
think
more
I can
time
get
to
away with it.
I can do this.
But I can't really get anything out of one life anyway. So I'm more interested in seeing whether I can win this stage or not.
Doctor, 忘れ物しないでね Good scenery here, Doctor. Ooh, almost dozed off. We're counting on you.
I would
again
Myrtle
today,
need
little
correction.
apple.
Remembering what the operator does is my fault after all.
悪い人
Iwan Bubble can't tank the axe as well. So wait until they both hit and then drop a stun bomb. Not being synced is annoying. Because they're gonna do that. It's fine.
どうすりゃいいんだ
Annoying assholes.
Counting on you again today, little apple.
暴力じゃ何も解決できないけどお前を料理するには十分だぜ
The wind is blowing in the right direction. Perfect chance.
I hate not having a Nito defender.
ドローン飛べ
Yeah, I should be dead. I have no way to psycho it
I have to get serious now.
for all of the champions and they will break the boxes in our league.
釘のように
Good to remember, I guess.
はい普段通り釘を打てば大丈夫
We can kind of pray to click
指示を
for a win, but we'll see how that goes.
ドクター
This is the shot.
指示を気兼ねをいざ
Click and Meteor can finish that guy off, so him running out of range isn't an issue.
We're counting on you.
Ethan missing bind is a much greater issue. We need this thing to not break this box, or we're dead.
盾を構えるぞ
We're dead anyway because there's another one of these coming, and we won't have Ethan's kill for them.
Stand by.
はい敵はまだまだ持ちますよ
Perfect chance.
はい
いい
The one shot?
はい
Oh, that took 2 shots.
聞いてます
More than expected.
This is the shot.
Okay, GG for the first attempt. Don't think I have any reason to give up on Eternal Hunt just yet. Not sure how I want to do the test map. More lives. I think if I just had one more DPS next to it, and that would have worked out. So maybe I deploy Meteor further forward next time. That's definitely an option. Yeah, he only does 4000 damage, so you just block him. You make it sound like 4000 damage is something that you can't tank with T2 operators. I don't wanna go into detail about it, just cycle through some stream. You'll find me beating him pretty easily. You just block him with the defender and then beat him to death. Also, I'm pretty sure he does less than 4000 damage, but that's besides the point. I think the one with the alternative version is Wimpier. Hooray, we got 3 fights. Good start. We can also take this route if we want 4 fights. Which I think I will, in case this is the emergency. Yeah, so you can use medics with skills on the defender while their own skill is down. And then cycle. That's why medics with reasonable skill cycles are useful.
敵です皆さん手加減無用です釘のように
Maybe I'll do it now, I just need a need to bubble. And some decent single target medic. Susuru does it very easily, but Gavio can do it too. Yeah, I use Ethan and Totter because I usually have Ethan and Totter. I'm more likely to get Ethan and Totter than need to defender and a medic.
はい
Because if I have to pick between a defender and Ethan, I'm gonna pick Ethan. Because he's more useful for more things. I usually have the options to kill him at a distance, because that's what I want for a bunch of other stages. It doesn't mean that it's impossible to block him. The description has rules. It can tell you whether runes are allowed or not.
ドクター満足していただけましたか
Oh, 1% attack. They stand no chance now. So Tage was decent when she's on the field, but she has low uptime. Let's try something more general this time. So Hummus for early game, moves for late. Hummus would have helped Ethan in that situation, and you wouldn't have died to practical. So let's give that a try. Yeah, we're using all of this. Squad deploy items are fine.
It's been a while since I beat anyone.
Probably ending too. There's too many stages I can't do in 6 operators. I think it's technically possible, even without squad and deployment items, if I take the starting squad. But then I need to get really lucky with other stuff, and that's boring. So I'll just take this to save time. If somebody wants to try to push that further, they can be my guest.
ここでしっかり支えます
Yeah, I know ending 2 is easier. I'm planning to go for it. I went over it a few times.
気兼ねを引く
I'm not doing ending 2 with 6 deploy. I'm saying you can do it without the squad and deployment limits if you simply take
down with
the
numbers.
starting power that gives you 8 deploy limit. That changes a lot.
はい
Yeah, it's the most annoying. Also the easiest. That's why we're doing it.
There's more of you? Boy, what a day.
If I feel like I get stat check too hard, I might switch to stat check to Spearhead. And then raw RNG on the Coapsos. But I think Hunt has other advantages. So I wanna try it out first.
What? You think you're gonna grind me down with numbers?
Whatever, you don't see any harm in this.
1, 2, 3. No duck.
Mission accomplished.
With hard work, even an idiot can get the job done.
Hooray, a device. We're a bit ahead. Go away. Yeah, I'll stream IS5. We'll leave this. If we don't finish the challenge until IS5 comes out, I'll leave it for later and stream IS5 first. We'll see how that goes. 15, no the Courbet.
忘れ物しないでね。
I thought you wanted me here to fix
I don't know when it comes out.
大丈夫
I don't check the news.
one-on-one. Tough guy.
I have people to do that for me.
やっちゃおっか。
気兼ねを
What's the point of checking when stuff comes out
しますよ
if 5 different people are gonna message me on Discord whenever anything related to 4 stars comes out, you know?
Mission accomplished.
It's pretty trivial with 6 stars, I think.
A perfect job.
They can do
Looks
ending
like
3 as
you
well.
Have a good rest today.
I've seen it done a bunch of times. If they can do ending 3, then the ending 1 is absolutely trivial, because the difference between them is massive. I guess I still take human over the extra lives.
言うことを聞くやってみる
Stop right there, you little cubs. Don't just rush
Yeah,
in
but
here.
nobody who tries to do Snow Relic bothers changing them, because that's just annoying in RNG. It's not interesting.
やっちゃおっか。
20, so guaranteed no the Courbet.
Orchid, ready to move.
はいよ。
Deploying spot would have made more sense.
記事をか
Yeah, well,
僕に褒めとげ
Sniper doesn't have enough tiles to kill or hit.
記事をか
Oh, does because of the
Yeah,
Clixton.
fine. Doesn't matter to me.
Why the hell did they retreat spot?
I thought you wanted me here to fix a lock.
It's not gonna matter, but it was a weird decision.
A one-on-one. Tough guy, huh?
Because now Bubble is at some risk of dying. The Axe guy will just die because I have enough damage, but it was a weird use of my muscle memory.
Ah, screw it. Bring it on, all of you.
You can do it with a million different 6 stars. It's not like it's impossible to do it without Meowner and Reed if you want to.
段通り鍵
Also, W exists, so do you even need other operators?
今取れたやつはやばいよ。館内に戻ったら見に来てね。
Almost clicked the item on accident. This is going to be a dangerous run. If they're a 4 star, they're a 4 star. If they're a 6 star, I don't care. Probably not. Unless she can one-shot the boss and I didn't know about it. I assume lowest operator clear without items, right? Because 5 operators is entirely too many if you're using items. Did we have a medic? No. Let's go straight to Gavio. If we're going ending 2, we need her more than Perfumer. That means the drone stage will 100% kill us. Which is what the drone stage does anyway, when I think about it. So nothing of value is lost there. I don't like the SP device. Prefer the stun mines, so keep looking. Yeah, I assume that's what you meant, I'm just confirming. No hope, so we're skipping the Vanguard. Better squad than last time, I guess. Though no Ethan.
敵を確認しました。皆さん、行きましょう。
I thought you wanted
He's
me
just here to
fix
buy
the
time.
lock. A one-on-one.
So we can deploy stuffs that can actually kill the caster.
どこに行けばいいこういう雑草ならたくさん見てきましたから。
He bought like 0 time.
ここですか？
Yeah, fine.
It's fine if Spot dies,
ちゃんと。
because we can replace him with Bubble.
Doesn't matter to me.
どこに皆さんの援護は任せてください。
If he survives, that also works for me.
Whatever you say. Catch.
はい、普段通り釘を打てば大丈夫。どこに行けばいいですか？
Oops.
皆さんの援護を
Kind of with the spider,
任せてください。
but I guess it won't matter much.
しっかりしろ。
はいはい、私がなんとかし。気兼ねを。バッテリーはまだまだ持ちますよ。
アーツの治療範囲に入れ。
指示をどう。気兼ねを。引く。こういう雑草なら。
That's fine.
見てきましたから。
見えたよ。
普段通り釘を打てば大丈夫。バッテリーはまだまだ持ちますよ。
しっかりしろ。
指示をどう。気兼ねを。引く。
With hard work, even an idiot can get
Bubble and Quora is what I used to tank the boss. I once did it with Roberta on one of the streams, because I didn't have a defender. So you can get away with less, but I'll need more medics. We'll take this so we can delete fights later. We have human if we just want target general nodes.
With pleasure.
I won't fall off that hard, because there are enemies that have no defense.
Stop right there, you little cubs.
28 means there's a chance to decor a bear. Wait until the shadow steps in, and use Spot this time.
Yeah, fine.
That way Pudenku can throw S2s. And straight to
釘
Pinecone.
のようにここでしっかり支えます。
No Vanguard, no Ethan. I need to pick up Roberta at some point, and I'm lacking general damage. On medic we're fairly covered.
やっちゃおっか。
はい。
What?
Also,
Think you're gonna
deployment
grind me
limits
down
should
with
be...
numbers?
Items should be a priority over everything.
はい。バッテリーはまだまだ持ちますよ。
I have no idea what's in IS5, so I can't really give accurate advice. Maybe you have to deal with a lot of elemental debuffs there.
More of you?
But generally, what you want is Perfumer and Susuru. They're the two best 4 stars medics by far.
はい
Oh well,
はいよみんなどいて
that was a stupid way to leak. Should have added Torhit here or something to DPS more. Wasn't paying attention. Gavio is a medic. Susuru is better. Gavio is better at sustained long-term healing. Susuru is better at burst. You almost always want the burst instead of sustain. So Susuru is almost always better than Gavio. So we can do Scout. That leaves us with 1 device. And then we can't reach the Bosky. I don't think the Scout is worth it here. Might gain higher value from the Bosky. Though we are risking the Bosky trolling us, of course. And giving us a forced item. Ah well.
今壁が目の前で動いたって？何言ってんだ、そんなことあるわけねえだろ。
ドクター忘れ物しないでね
You mean Susuru, not Suzuran. Also, that guide is wrong. They do functionally different things. So you don't use them for the same purpose. It's kind of like asking, is this AoE guard better than this burst operator? They just have different functions, even though they're medics. But because you need one of those functions exponentially more often than the other one, it is still going to be better.
しっかり支えます。
Murray is kind of bad. She's sort of out of this discussion entirely.
人に立ち向かうぞ
I wonder if we can kill these things at all. Or if we're gonna leak a ton. Because they're fucking unkillable.
Yeah, fine.
Yeah, they basically take 0 damage from anything other than Pinecone.
治療してほしいやつは前に出ろ。
段通り釘を打てば大丈夫。はい。
Whose car is this?
アーツの治療範囲
He's gonna die before the box breaks, so it's fine.
はい。
I hate this Bosky condition so much.
指はまだまだ持ちますよ。
今助けてやる。
指示を手にはまだまだ持ちますよ。
何やってんだ。
どうす暴力じゃ何も解決できないけど、お前を料理するには十分だ。
She's a significantly better Wanted test too. But I'd rather just have a Rio Medic instead.
大丈夫。気がねよ。指示をどうぞ、ドクター。はい。
I think we'll just die.
はい。手にはまだまだ持ちますよ。
Not sure how many enemies are left over.
Don't see any harm in this.
Okay, we'll barely survive. Good to know, I guess.
手にはまだまだ持ちますよ。指示をどうぞ、ドクター。わかりました。
Annoying as hell, Bosky.
A one-on-one. Dovka.
And then past that heal, her healing skills are generally weaker than other 4-star medics, so she almost never sees use. She's only gonna be used for something when all of the other single target medics are already doing something.
訓練はどうした？
Oh, might as well. Not that I'm gonna use her for anything. Hooray, we dodged the item. I want the device more. We can take 2 fights. Wait, can I actually do this fight without dying? I don't think my odds are good, because I will really struggle with the opening. Then I have no DPS. Guess I have to move forward. Hooray, we avoided the reset. Mei is extremely strong, just not ideal for IS4. High damage plus slow is always good. We're going straight into the shop and looking for value there. Ideally we take 3 fights. What's the boss? Easiest one, but we need Ethan T2. Am I winning? Definitely not. Come back and ask me in 3 weeks or so.
Do be careful, everyone.
I mean, considering how long ending 3 took me, I think 3 weeks is being pretty optimistic. Wouldn't you agree?
釘のようにここでしっかり支えます。指示を普段通り。
Oh right, E1 Pinecone. Needs E2 to 1v1. Bubble, cause she doesn't die. Not having Totter here is way less than ideal. And Ethan here facing backwards to start DPSing them down. And now we have a space for both Hummus and Spot, and we'll probably need both.
Whose car is this? What? You think you're gonna grind me down with numbers?
Dude's exploding a little bit.
Yes, come on, chin up.
Doesn't matter to me.
Nah, he's dead. And those two most likely.
はい。基盤を普段通り釘を打てば大丈夫。
The E1 to E2 Ethan difference.
はい。ちゃんと聞いてます。
Losing so many lives early is kind of a reason to reset on its own. Also, never mind, I'm just dead. I forgot the drone pathing. And I still haven't lost a run to the item node, which is pretty lucky, as I think. Yeah, that's the problem with having too many E1 operators. If I had Bubble E2 or Spinecone E2 or Ethan E2, any one of those and I would have won that easily, with no leaks. Having more E1 operators isn't as valuable as having a few E2 operators. The gap is too big. Yeah, ending 3 took me a few weeks. Bad early game.
I won't ask about the meaning of this mission then. Got it.
21's the normal count. Bad sheep spread.
Yeah, fine.
If I hit a ship here, it should only pull these two ships, right? That should be a better use of click then. About now? Ah, never mind. It pulled one less ship than I wanted to. Which is fine. It's still... As long as we can redeploy click quickly enough to get rid of this ship here too. Otherwise the final batch of them is a bit annoying.
Doesn't matter. Holding a shield is tiring.
Yeah, we'll get rid of this one early. That works perfectly then.
ドローン飛べ
はいあ指示あ指示気兼ねを引く指示気兼ねを引く
ドクターの言う達者
They don't appear because they're not in Pinecone's range. So, spread shooters do bonus damage when enemies are in these 3 tiles. The majority of their hitbox are on this tile, which is why Pinecone isn't doing red numbers to them. She still does red numbers on skill, because those always show up.
はまだまだ持ちますよ
It doesn't matter if you can shoot them inside this tile, if most of their hitbox is still outside of this tile. That's how it works.
普段通り釘を打てば大丈夫
Of course, if you use a shotgunner that can remove the condition that it has to be those 3 tiles, then it will work fine. Say Executor is 1.
このノーカットで作戦記録に使えるじゃん
Favorite trait in Warhammer? The Tomb Kings, by far. I really like the crumbling mechanic instead of the normal one. Oh shit, I thought I was clicking on the emergency. That's kind of reset worthy, to be honest. Nah, I prefer the extra life. Then again, this is a really good item. Downside is that the squad I have is unplayable on the next floor. I'll probably take Vigna over Myrtle. Will need any kind of combat power. No items I can use. Reroll. So we can eat to Pudenku, get a medic. Or that's it. I'll get Pudenku first. She can fill in for a medic and I think I will just need the damage. Might be a bad choice. In any case, this is a horrible run. We have to take this path. Bosky isn't worth it. If the emergency kills me, that's fine with me. Wait, what stage am I playing? Pudenko as well might have been better. For this stage, for example. I really need to learn to read. Walking blindly into stages isn't healthy. And he's probably going to kill me.
どこに皆さんの援護は任せてください
ドローン飛べ今よ粉々になれ
Yeah, I'm kind of just dead. I should have changed to Pudenko S1. I have an unresolvable problem with no medic.
Doesn't matter to me.
That was just stupid of me. There's no point in playing it out. I don't have enough healing to deal with the casters and I'll just die. I just went on autopilot and entered the stage without looking at the skills. More than once, that's for sure. Well, whether you're blind enter it or not with scientific doesn't really matter now, does it? I don't need practice for that in any case. Because Myrtle is always better on higher floors, and I only care about Myrtle about vanguards on higher floors. Also, Vigna is in no way better in any floor past floor 1 than Myrtle on difficulty 15. She'll get two-shot by everything on any floor past the first or second one. Like, that isn't a choice at all.
I want to ask about the meaning of this mission then.
Also, obviously, I'm using Myrtle to generate DP. If I'm gonna play a stage with drones, what the fuck is Vigna gonna do? Watch drones fly over her and shoot her?
Got it.
I obviously need DP to deploy my only viable anti-air on Coapso,
Save us a lot
for
of
example.
time if you just surrender. Yeah, fine.
Rather, Vigna isn't a viable pick on difficulty 15. The opportunity cost relative to Myrtle is insanely high. I only picked her because I had 0 combat power. But as I said, that I thought that run was dead anyway, so I just picked her anyway mostly. Because like one fight on the first floor is kind of cursed.
指示をどうぞ。バッテリーはまだまだ持ちます。普段通り釘を打てば大丈夫。
Catch.
はい、普段通り釘を打てば大丈夫。普段通り釘を打てば大丈夫。
Yeah, enemies do way too much damage. Vigna can generate DP on most stages. She can do it on stages with slower enemies, but I don't need DP on those anyway. So her value is moot there, as a vanguard.
普段通り釘を打てば大丈夫。
このままノーカットで作戦記録に使えるじゃん。
So many supporters. Give me a sniper or a caster or something. The supporters are all cursed. Well, at least we get 4 fights.
私も任務に参加するんですか？
Both skills work fine for this. It doesn't matter. Mostly because Pinecone and Click win it on their own.
Got it.
Chance for a duck or a bear.
やっちゃおっか。
わかりました。
Well, emergency has almost 0 value to me. Because if the item is a combat item, I have to leave it behind.
Yeah, fine.
Defenders are great vanguards. I usually use them as vanguards on harder stages.
ここですか？
Because being able to not die to 3 trash mobs is rather valuable.
指示を
It's a useful skill to have.
Whatever so many weaknesses.
指示を普段通り釘を打てば大丈夫。
Well, her skill has to charge up for her damage to be good. And she has to not die to one random trash mob for her damage to be good. I need to justify her when I have other higher damage operators in my squad I could be using instead. Look, my guards are stronger than Vigna. Like, Cutter does way more damage and is tankier. If Cutter isn't a useful pick as far as I'm concerned, then there's no way in hell Vigna is going to be. I barely consider Jaya useful on difficulty 15.
So many weaknesses.
Vigna gets stat checked hard. If she had 100% uptime on her skill, that would be better, but I would still pick Myrtle because I could just deploy another operator with range that doesn't get hit back.
今取れたやつはや
Essentially, all my melee damage operators are only viable if they can attack enemies without being hit back, because they can't take the hit in difficulty 15. So I rely on ranged operators for damage and melee operators for blocking and tanking and whatnot. The combos are all irrelevant, so this one is better. Yeah, we'll take more fights here while they're easy. Not sure what a normal medic is, but she generally outheals most medics in the game. You need to account that she has downtime on her skill,
くれぐれも気をつけ
and she doesn't heal during that time, which can be a liability if you don't plan around it. It's a powerful skill, but I rarely get to use it because I have many sources of healing. We'll have click break the chest open.
言う通りにします
What do you mean her range is short? It's an AoE medic range.
指示
Which is the same as a normal medic range. The only difference is that the single target medic is over here instead of over here.
ドローン飛べ
はいはい私が何とかします指示を
Well, Pudenko is basically just an Abjurer without the archetype, which kind of makes her better than if we got a 4-star Abjurer, because she can still slow and have a damage skill. Also, Abjurers do not heal more than any medic in skill. Quercus heals more than any medic in skill. Tsukinogi doesn't heal shit.
はい気兼ねを引くはいはい普段通り釘を打てば大丈夫はいバッテリーはまだまだ持ちますよ
With hard work, even an idiot can get the job done.
2 more lives to go before we can start stacking block. Curses, more supporters. Well, the only real Abjurer is Quercus.
目的地はどこでしたっけ
ドローン飛べ
Decent start. We need a medic, E2 defender, Eton, and from there just pure DPS. Oh, and Roberta.
言う通りにしますね
But this is the basic core of what I need to deal with most of the third two stages. E2 click really helps.
指示を普段通り釘を打つバッテリーはまだまだ持ちますよ
Does woman have high healing? I have no idea what he does.
完璧な勝利を得ることは美しいお花を咲かせることと同じよう
Can't
に
take this.
大変なお仕事ですね
So Homos was kind of dead weight when we took him. We're gonna go back to Utage for now. If she feels poor, I'm gonna switch to Moose. Hooray, device.
よーし指揮はみんなに任せたよ
E2 a guard. I'll take your word for it then. This didn't give lives, right? No, just restores. We don't need that right now. The only infinite skill healer I need is Scouter. At least 3 fights, unless you want to commit into an extra. Good pathing. S2 is better for shadows. I mean, choosing to describe what woman does in terms of 6 stars is an interesting choice. Like, you're kind of assuming I have any idea what Lessing does, which I find interesting. Oops. Kinda forgot to deal with the Wraith normally. So it has to be Utage.
Alright then.
Guess we'll use Pudenko, because the AoE should prevent hits.
どこにはい私が何とかします
Yes, but you're very biased to the point where you saying Tsukinagi has good healing in my ear sounds like Tsukinagi has bad healing because your bias is so extreme.
やっちゃおっか。
Yeah, I use Verdant regularly. That's not argument for how good his healing is now, is it?
Doesn't matter to me. So maybe.
Define respectable.
どこにこういう雑草ならたくさん見てきましたから。
Difficulty 15 is the highest one.
はい。
You know, from the Slay the Spire thing
見てきました。
that it has.
普段通り釘を打てば大丈夫。気兼ねを引く。
Because she has tits. Next question.
普段通り釘を打てば大丈夫。指示を指示バッテリーはまだまだ持ちますよ。
With hard work.
Basically, when you beat the game, you can play it on a slightly harder difficulty. That feels exactly the same, but is technically a bit harder. There's 15 of those. The highest one feels a lot harder. That's it. We can use this one. It doesn't have a combat effect. But we'll use it with a... The hell did I... Oh, I got that at the start, I guess. Anyhow.
アイシャドウパレットは3001番がいいかな。それとも3002番？
There is no reward for doing difficulty 15, it's just for fun.
今回はどんな面白い動画が撮れるかな。
Yeah, because a lot of people know what Slay the Spire is, that it's a fairly famous game. You'd have to agree.
Yeah, fine.
どこにこういう雑草ならたくさん見てきましたから。
Yeah, there's about 20% of extra stats.
はいよ。みんなど
But there's no point in getting bogged down in the specifics.
ここでしっかり。
Incremental difficulty scaling is what it described, and it's what it is.
こういう雑草なら
That leak shouldn't matter too much.
言ったらいいとこついてれば痛くないか。
Okay, click will finish that. There's no reason to retreat to Tage, we can just leave her there. Hi, broth. Slay the Spire has awesome card mechanics. By which I mean, if you don't want to play a card game, you can still play it. If you make a deck so consistent, you can always draw the card every turn.
どうぞ。
Are you really playing a card game at that point?
はいはい。私がなんとかします。指示をど普段通り釘を打てば大丈夫。
Yeah, there's a difference between difficulties.
完璧な勝利
It is incremental though.
美しい花を
Are you going to claim that it's all the same until 14 and then it becomes much harder on 15 or what? Moose. Probably won't take the last fight.
Yes, I'll do my best.
Would rather keep the device for later.
Tekiを確認しました。皆さん、行きましょう。 にしますね。
Bullshit. Like, go play IS3 on difficulty 0 right now, then play it in 14, and tell me it feels the same.
Alright then.
どこに高アレルギーに気をつけ
Building a shield is tiring, pal.
ここですか？指示をどうバッテリーはまだまだ持ちますよ。
We'll sacrifice Roberto, cause spot skill is down.
指示を普段通り釘を打てば大丈夫。
Yeah, the scaling increases. Nobody's arguing with that.
やっちゃおっか。
Never mind.
指示をどう気兼ねを
I'll stop talking about the difficulty scaling. You can go read it in game if you're interested.
気兼ねを引く。
Why did you stun Banko on 4 people?
大丈夫。
We'll click not in range from that tile.
いらないパーツ？
バッテリーはまだまだも普段通り釘を打つ。はい、私が何とかします。
どうす？
指示を
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised he actually survived that one.
It was a tough fight, but I stayed steady through it all.
Indigo. We don't have a Vanguard either. What's a lazy? So it's kind of a reset. I could take this item, try to not use it in a fault and discard it in a lost and found. If it has no combat value, then I may as well have not had it at all. It's arts damage, he didn't dodge shit. Okay, let's see if we can discard the item in a lost and found. We can't take this. And where's that shit? Can get rid of it now. Unfortunate. Dead. Okay, now we can reset. We got killed by the item note. Could have given me the lift off item that doesn't do anything. But no, it has to be evil. It was a so-and-so squad. I would have very likely died on the third floor anyway. Though it's not like I'm going to get the ideal squad every single run. So that's a reset. One fight, unplayable. Even if I wasn't doing a no item run, if I see one fight I'm gonna reset it. That's complete ass. I'll take Spearhead for the next squad. Yeah, there's no point even trying with one fight. There's nothing I can get on floor 2 that makes that recoverable.
I won't ask about the meaning of this mission then.
It's a speedrunner's dream, but not mine. $31,
Got it.
no duck. We can get the chest with click. We don't need her DPS here.
面白い動画が撮れるかな。
ここですか？
Yeah, fine.
やっちゃおっか。
はい、気兼ねを普段通り釘を打てばってるよ。
Save the skill
まだ
later,
持ちますよ。
in case we need to heal this one.
Whatever you say. So many weaknesses.
バッテリーはまだまだ持ち、普段通り釘を打てば大丈夫。指示を普段通り釘を打てば大丈夫。普段通り釘を打てば大丈夫。
Let's see if we can start with something other than a supporter.
このままノーカットで作戦記録に使えるじゃん。
Ah, guard. Yeah, that's okay. My biggest gripe with Utage is it just costs a bunch of DP. So she's a bit unviable without a Vanguard. She's fine on this stage though.
I want to ask about the
This should be a playable line. Need to try hard a bit though. No the Corvair.
待ちくたびれたよ。
ここですか？
Don't see any harm in this.
If I attack this sheep, I'll pull 2 sheep, leaving only this one. That's acceptable.
いただき、いいとこついてれば痛くないからね。
バッテリーはまだまだ、バッテリーはまだまだ持ちますよ。
And then we can switch. Use her to catch the last one from here. And we should avoid spot dying.
指示普段通り釘を打てば。はい、気兼ねを引く。
How's it going? Slowly.
はい。
We're still seeing what we actually need to do.
Holding a shield is tiring, pal.
We can save the skill for later. It's fine.
指示を
Pinecone can nuke both herself.
指示バッテリーはまだまだ持ちますよ。
We'll let this one through. And the next one we
はい。
will kill with Utage. Actually, there's no way to do, no reason to do it outside of
いいとこついてれば
range.
はい、こっち向いて。
There.
はい、普段通り釘を
Much
打て
safer.
ば大丈夫。はい、バッテリーはまだまだ持ちますよ。
Been through an easy battle, you say? I better do it all over
Yeah,
again.
I hope Janus is coded as a redeploy. By the way, I did guess that's exactly how he's gonna work. Because every other operator movement thing is coded as a redeploy too. Like the ZT boss and such. So it's exactly what I was expecting.
ドクター、忘れ物しないでね。やっちゃおっか。
All right then.
The stack losing in SSS is pure gold. Not even the devs remember SSS exists.
Whatever you say.
Guaranteed
This
no
shit is tiring,
decor bear.
pal.
So I can sleep. Okay, first floor done. Yes, click. No, not from the model. Click S2 expands her range. Most strong casters have some skill that changes their range. Curses, we got a supporter. We have Utage, so. Click is E1. Okay.
私も任務に参加するんですか？
Indigo first. Since I want her anyway. We can need to put Enku as well. And let's see if we can luck out into an E2 Vanguard. Afraid not. Myrtle it is then. Okay, so we need Ethan and a medic. A defender and then pure DPS from there. Horrible second floor. Let's see if it can be saved by a Bosky. Kind of good Bosky, yeah. Though only if we actually roll a good Bosky. Could also end the run, I guess. This isn't playable if we just take the fight, so we have to go in. No way out. It's the one that gives you an item. Kind of annoying.
Indigo. いつでも行けます。
There's a mission? I wanna go!
Would have been a good idea to read what the condition was before I just started the mission. Ah well.
Let's go!
I enjoy leaking, I guess.
Scenery here, Doctor.
来た来た。もう待ちくたびれたよ。
Alright then.
Gather around me, guys! 釘のようにここでしっかり支えます。
Whatever you don't see any harm in this. Doesn't matter to me.
はい。
Wait until the stone, then retreat.
Whatever you say.
Fairly sure Utage can kill him in time.
バッテリーはまだまだ持ち、バッテリーはまだまだ持ちますよ。
杖が温まってきました。
はい、ちゃんと聞いてます。
海面
We
が
don't
少
need
し想像
to
しい
use
です。
Pinecone charges. We'll clean them up with
海面が
Myrtle in a
少し
second.
想像しいです。
I'm here to help! 指示をどうぞ、ドクター。
どこ切る？
気兼ねを引く。普段通り釘を打てば大丈夫。はい、ちゃんと聞いてます。バッテリーはまだまだ持ちますよ。
Alright then.
Not fully what I intended,
Doesn't
but
matter to me.
close enough.
言う通りにしますね。はい、ちゃんと聞いてます。はい、普段通り釘を打てば大丈夫。はい。
光が力を蓄えています。
指示をどうぞ、ドクター。
Oh, Indigo on charge in time.
指示をどうぞ。
Pretty good
ドクター。
bind.
はい、気兼ねを普段通
That won't kill because he'll walk out of range.
気兼ねを
Wait, can't I just push him back in range?
Alright then.
Yeah, but he didn't take any bonus damage because I didn't do it fast enough.
指示を
Incidentally, I kind of like this position. It works better. Vermeo, you too.
皆さん次の指示を待っていますよ
Oh, an item we can actually get. That was lucky. Eaten first. And now this will probably end the run. Ah, we even managed to escape from here. That's some good stuff.
今壁が目の前で動いたって？何言ってんだ、そんなことあるわけねえだろ。もし仲間が一人
Ah, yes, the very safe and easy to kill mimic.
Yeah.
This was an emergency fight, right? Because I can actually kill that mimic if I want to. So I'm just wondering about it. I'll probably go for it. No reason not to. 23 means there's a duck or a bear too though. And that's gonna take precedence. Oops, I just noticed I only have spot to heal Pinecone, which isn't as much of a problem as it sounds. Because we just need to heal her through these assholes over here. And what we can do is just wait until the second one is going to attack, and then drop some other body to eat the extra shots. That way Spot can safely heal himself. Need to target the next defender. Or indigo him, I guess. That will also work. Point is we can't let him attack Spot.
Doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, Pudenko S1 can cover for a real healer, yeah. With Spot, anyway. For most Thor 2 stages, yes. For Outer of Craving, no way in hell. I'll see if I can grid out and get both. Yeah, the dog is dead. Does he go straight in? Of course he does. How rude. He is also super dead. Meaning we should also start on this side. Okay, so the idea is to use click plus Utage. We might just die. I just want to see if I can do it or not. It's important to know this stuff. You know, not die, but I mean Utage will die. Yeah, not an option. So I can't kill chests on the second floor with Utage. Good to know.
Perfection is for suckers, you know.
Didn't expect her to die quite that fast though. I thought it would be closer. E2 click. Scout. Like usual, I'll take the item and see if I can throw it away. If I get too annoyed from resetting it, I might just pick the trashier items and keep them. But we'll see. No lost and found, so we reset. Because resetting over a defense item is kind of stupid. It's not like it's that useful anyway, you know. But for now, I'll keep the rule that I'll reset if I get them. I might change it later, if it starts to annoy me. Might switch on Spearhead for the next run. I mean, I don't know why you would just do one or the other. It's up to you, dude. Play IS2, play
I'm
IS4.
gonna ask about
Do
the
what you
ending of
want.
this mission, then. Got it.
There's animal coming.
面白い動画が撮れるかな。
Chest is unkillable with this squad. Oh, maybe I can kill it if I give up on helping Pinecone with the sheep. Let's give it a shot. Click will die, but I think she kills it in 2 deploys. So if we pull this sheep... Oh, we just barely missed the sheep. Yeah, it's more than 50%.
はい普段通り釘を打てば大丈夫。
Getting Ending 4 on IS2 was such a pain in the ass. Like that time I did it on stream was the only time I've ever done it. There's so much RNG in it.
Whatever you say. Catch.
はいバッテリーはまだまだ持つバッテリーはまだまだ持つ普段通り釘を打てば大丈夫。
やっちゃおっか。
Oops.
指示を
Pulled one more sheep than I would have liked to.
指示をどうぞ独地はいじゃ普段通り釘を打てば大丈夫。
Because there's a Monster Hunter event.
はい普段通り釘を打てば大丈夫。
And it has events from that. It has mobs from that event. That's why IS4 has Monster Hunter mobs. Oh, that's close. If we get a lucky stun from click here, it could have died.
Perfection is for suckers, you know.
Device. E to Pinecone. Hooray, that makes life so much easier.
Save us a lot of time if you just surrender.
ここですか
Ending 3 is easy. You just need some Vanguard and you throw operators at the puppets and you win. You can even stall the boss if you want to, which is kind of weird for what is essentially a DPS check. Oh wait, this is the emergency. Might end up with a bunch of buffs from leaking.
Yeah,
We're gonna find out. I mean, with the right items, he definitely can. Not that they're that tanky to begin with. Hold click skill until the caster gets aggroed, which is now. Okay, this version is definitely easier. Oh, we're still leaking the caster though. No click stuns. Not unexpected with such a squad. So we're at 6 collapse value. We'll reduce it down to 2 from the next map, because there's no way we leak on it. We gain 3 from the next stage. So we end up with 7. Oops, should have picked a single target medic for later.
忘れ物しないでね。やっちゃおっか。
Alright then.
Because phones don't have scrolls, of course.
This
50-50 on the Corber coming through. Ah, the debuff coming into play.
はい、こっち向いて。
Not that it will matter.
Whatever. Catch.
はい気兼ねを
Though having one of the debuffs be randomly anything can have plus 100% extra health is kind of troll. What's your frost exactly? Is that the ending 2 fight? It does have drones if that's what you're asking about in any case.
指示をどってりはまだまだ持ち普段通り
1, 2, 3. No, the Corber. There are no drones in the ending 1 fight. Ending 2 and 3 both have drones though.
作戦記録に使えるじゃん。
Bunch of shit. Hooray, even more lives. Well, I tried anti-air snipers and they didn't do anything anyway. Oh, Shiryuki might be a reasonable pick here. It's a thing, but it's not available. It's very similar to IS2 though, so you have no reason to play it. It's almost all the same stages. Stun bomb.
I want to ask about the meaning of this mission then.
No, not bad. It was part of a limited time event from a really old event, but it's almost exactly the same as IS2. Like all of the stages were ported over, with some slightly different enemies on some of them. All of the content from it can be found in other places now. We're going like this. And getting the ending too. This will probably be a guaranteed leak, but we'll see.
やっちゃおっか。はいよ。
Okay, maybe we can get away with it.
Yeah, fine.
Shiryuki first, cause her attack is kind of high. I need to stun bomb to avoid the leak.
承知した。
Doesn't matter. Don't see any harm in this.
Shiryuki will hold that side on her own. Click first. Like so. $27 means there's no duck. Don't think I need to commit to a...
しっかり支えます
みんなどいて。熱してよ。
Yeah, more
指
leaks.
示をどうぞドクター
Doesn't matter. So many weaknesses.
Shiryuki is an awkward pick after all.
指示をバッテリーはま
In that case, we're having 2 snipers early is less than ideal. Just had no good way to deal with the first wave. And it caused DP issues throughout the map to use click for something like this.
はいはい普段通り釘を打てば大丈夫
I've never seen 25 on this stage. Lowest I've seen is 27.
このままノーカットで作戦記録
I'll take your word for it though. Maybe I just don't remember. It's not like I always pay attention to the enemy count. Yeah, we'll skip the boss key. It's kind of a risk of giving me an item anyway.
やってみる
There's different versions of stages, so it's not always the same thing. They're mostly minor, with a couple of exceptions,
目的地は
where the changes are absurdly extreme and just change the entire stage around. Do I have the DP debuff? Sure as shit feels like it.
了解
Yeah, fine.
用意ランデッツ
Hooray! More stun bombs.
Whatever, you don't see any harm in this.
悪い人に立ち向かうぞ
And the box survives. Somehow.
うむ破壊する用意
Not close at all.
釘のようにここでしっかり支えます
Can have perfumer here and click here. That way we can go for the chest.
I won't be afraid.
用意エッセウやっちゃおっか
はいデリはまだまだ持ちますよ
Doesn't matter to me. Don't see any harm in this.
Ooh, that's a lot of damage.
Fragrance revives.
地金
Oh well. It ended up breaking it after all. I was hoping this guy was already blocked, but I guess not. Oh, and click won't even kill the chest. Not enough time. What a tragedy. I know the box can get the health buff. I don't know if it gets extra health from the difficulty increase. I'm going to assume no,
上手に
but even if it did, it would only make a minor difference. He meant the box on the stage, I think. Shadows of Ghost is just gonna make me leak. I just use this right now. I have plenty of squad limit. Take the co-ops. We're probably dead. Yep. Let's hope this is a shop and we can get a bunch of operators from there. Otherwise, this is a reset. This is a reset. We're dead. Way too small squad for so late into the run. Not too much of a fan of Shiryuki. Too much DP. Charges too slowly.
忘れ物しないでね。
For something so fat and DP, Pinecone kinda feels the same role.
戦場で吹雪いてみせよう。
悪い人に立ち向かうぞ。
All right then. So many weaknesses.
Not having a Rio Vanguard is really annoying.
ここですか？指示ってにはまだまだ
This is less of an item issue and more of just a squad issue.
気兼ねを引く。
This is just a really bad squad to have so deep into the third floor. No Vanguards, everything's expensive. Yeah, I don't like Shiryuki. It's just not flexible enough. Especially when I already have Pinecone in the squad. I'm probably not gonna take her again. Makes no sense together with Pinecone when they don't have a Vanguard. Okay, Spearhead time. At least it means I can start with Indigo instead of Click. Since a Pinecone with Spearhead murders every floor 1 stage, with very little issue. So which caster I take is less relevant. And Indigo is more useful at killing elites, because she has a better skill cycle.
インディゴ、いつでも行けます。 光についてきてください。
Guaranteed the Corber.
杖が温まってきました。
Dog is unkillable. We have decent chances for the bear or the duck.
Yeah, fine.
I guess I want Pinecone like this to maximize the tiles in Indigo's range. Because the Corber walk like so.
はい。
Hey, catch.
Well, the dog might be killable too, because we have Indigo, but we're relying on her bind, which is around a 70% chance with all the stacks at T1. Okay, it's the dog. Now we're gonna have to wait around. It's to give you time so you can get your skills charged up. Oh wait, more AFKing. Yeah, that's what I said, that if Indigo binds we're going to kill it. That's an if.
海面が少し想像しいですね。心の汚れが光への恐れを生むんです。
Should have had Indigo skill activated,
ちゃんと聞いてます。
though it won't matter.
気兼ねを引く。
Whoa, she didn't shoot the second time. Kind of throw.
Mission accomplished.
I should have activated Indigo skill earlier. Then again, I can't pick up the item the dog drops, so it's hardly a big deal to kill it or not.
ドクター、満足していただけました
And then I get an item I can't pick up anyway. Such is life.
今壁が目の前で動いたって？何言ってんだ、そんなことあるわけね。
光についてきてください。
Alright then.
We have another animal coming. They've been spawning constantly this stream. It's because I can't pick up their items, so we get extras. How evil. Over up with pinecone better or more tiles for indigo? No, let's over up with pinecone. It's actually the same number of tiles anyway. At 5.
Doesn't holding a shield is tiring, pal.
普段通り釘をはい、バッテリーはまだまだ持ちますよ。
Allow the Mystic Caster one-shots. Ah, the dog is back for revenge, I see. Okay, lessons learned from last time. Activate Indigo early.
普段通り釘を打てば大丈夫。
暴力じゃ何も解決できないけど、お前を
So
料
we
理するには
could
十
cast
分だ
Pinecone skill instead.
普段通り釘を打てば大丈夫。
With hard work, even an
Now
idiot
it
can
will
get the
drop
job done.
Wraith of the Syracusans. No, didn't guess right. Should be doable with Titan.
Leave it to me.
No, it's easy with Titan. What do you mean should be doable?
"光についてきてください。
ますよ。
Because they all pop instantly.
杖が温まってきました。
気兼ねを引く。
Alright then.
はい、普段通り釘を打って身はまだまだ持ちますよ。はい。
Truly the best cheese for this stage.
釘を打てばはい、気兼ねを。
心の汚れが光への恐れを生むんです。 これほどの力があれば、あの日の到来を恐れることはないのでしょうか。
And I need to eat them very early on. Now that's a good start. Deployment limit. Hope if we need it. Stun bomb and the Vanguard. We didn't have a supporter, right? 4 lives. That would put us at 11 after we're fully healed, so we're gonna take it. And we'll skip the Vanguard. Yeah, Pinecone S2 is used. Almost never though. You can look it up on Arcrec if you want to. Like, just look up every record with Pinecone and then search for Pinecone 2 with Ctrl F, and it's gonna bring them up. There are quite a few though. Also the one on the chapter 10 stage, 10.7 I think, or 10.11. There's no reason to use Pinecone S2 there. I just used it because I was bored and didn't want to bother clicking the skill. Presumably we're gonna survive the first 3 floors, then sneak past the 4th and 5th floor without too many fights, and then get away with doing the ending too. By just blocking the boss, because he's a pushover.
Yeah, fine.
That's the basic plan anyway. What do you mean executed? It was updating some domain shit. Until then, and the address didn't work until then. You could still access it through the IP address though. No, runes are not allowed. At least the combat runes are not, to be clear. The exploration ones are allowed, so we can delete fights. I mean, if they weren't allowed, it would be pretty hard to do ending 2 when you think about it. Oh, we can just stun him if we want. No extra enemies. These raves are criminally tanky.
Mission accomplished.
I used plunder.
We've accomplished our objective as planned.
Oh, oh yeah, the one that gives you devices from the last run. Used also works in that context. Oh, it has to be unwell, because it gives us more options on where to go. Indigo is decent at revealing, and Ethan is the best.
Got it.
In position.
Should have put her here actually.
Alright then.
It's not a big problem.
Everyone, follow me.
杖が温まってきました。
ここだ。暴力じゃ何も解決できないけど、お前を料理するには十分だぜ。
Everyone, follow me.
ここですか？
Whatever you still in the shield is tiring, pal.
準備でき逃げたいのなら道を照らしましょう。
49, so no animal. If there is a boss key, I'm probably going to skip it. No reason to risk a double chance of getting an item when we have a decent squad. This one just needs a medic and a defender to be well-rounded. And a better vanguard, but that can wait for a while. Not a high priority.
道を照らしましょう。
指示を気兼ねを引く気兼ねを
Oops, I'm trolling. Though it won't matter. I've had a few times. You can instantly tell because you get 50 enemies. Emergency has a different enemy count though, so don't assume if you see
We've
50 there.
accomplished our objective as planned.
It was, and they all have different pathings too, which makes it particularly annoying. Yeah, as I said, we're gonna skip the boss key. We'll take the Sluggies fight though.
There's a mission? I wanna go!
Cause Scout regenerates our device. And the goal for the first 3 floors is to just take as many fights as humanly possible.
出発か
I'm here to help!
Ideally, Ethan doesn't kill the spider, and we can poke it once giant to finish it off.
Gather around me, guys!
Less than ideal,
Alright
but
then.
not a big problem. Stun bombs is what we can use for the caster. Why did they took Myrtle as 2 and then not put her next to Ethan? 10 out of 10 logic.
はい
釘のようにここでしっかり支えます。
Doesn't matter so many weaknesses.
We're counting on you again today, little apple.
Eating 1 spider is fine. 2 is a bit too many for my tastes,
釘を打てば大丈夫。
so we're sniping that one early.
杖が温まってきました。
やってみましょう
指示を気兼ねを引く。
どうし
Jaya
ます
wins the
か
T1. Good to know. Ah yes, the Myrtle healing.
準備できた
Truly, I am a genius.
目の前真っ暗になってねえか
Well, let's heal Myrtle as
We're
planned.
counting on you again today, little apple.
Mission accomplished.
俺だって頑張ったぜあんたも見てただろなあ
We do need Robert earlier. Or later is what I meant. All of these needed too. Hooray! Bad item. That's nasty, but it will be cleaned up by one fight. And now, give me a good third floor. This is not a good third floor. It gives you debuffs like this one, that's what collapse does. Guess we have to go top.
アイシャドウパレットは3001番がいいかな。それとも。
もし仲間が一人急に姿を消しても
Oh, I'm still on Mortal S2. Less than ideal.
Here to help. Don't worry. You got me.
You remove the debuffs at random when you decrease the value, yes.
Alright then.
We're counting on you again today.
Pinecone first, Ethan later. I need the higher DPS.
釘のようにこ
To
こで
not
しっか
leak.
り支えます。指示を。
Yeah, Pinecone will be fine on her own. Ethan is gonna be on caster duty. Or we can just leave that to Jaya too. Oh, it's stun bombs, it works. Jaya will lose the 1v1 if he's in charge first,
釘を打て。
so that's why you sacrifice Funk.
鱗取り
We're counting on you again today, little apple.
どうしやすか
杖が温まって
That
き
will
ま
help a
し
bit.
た。
Save us a lot of time if you just surrender.
Is it the most recent one?
Doesn't matter to me. Catch.
Possible that's true. I never really paid attention.
ここだこ暴力じゃ何も解決できないけどお前を料理するには十分
We're counting on you again today, little. 違うよ
Prevent Ethan's death. Roberta is there to be a human sacrifice for the caster.
準備
Okay, that was successful.
守り抜きます
Now we just need to finish this off.
前線で作戦スペシャルモーフルストラクチャーのセルフイメージシェーディングハイライター指示違うよあはいI have to get serious now.
Doesn't matter to me.
It's fine if they kill him.
Doesn't matter. Catch.
Just need to
In position.
buy a bit of time.
はい
Then we have a stun
ちゃん
bomb.
と聞いてます
やってみましょう。
夜明けます
Jai will die before his Q charges up, but we should have enough time to deploy Ethan. We'll clean up the rest.
Now
More like you have one extra option if you have a certain number of devices.
With hard work, even an idiot can get the job done.
You also gain a lot of vision, so it is worth. You gain value even apart from encounters. Being able to see every fight on the map and what it's going to drop is a lot more useful than it sounds. Yeah, we can remove one debuff. If we need to go down, we can use it. Oof, we must. Wait, why did I click that? I should not have clicked that. Okay, now we reset. I kind of just reset the game myself. I clicked that out of habit, even though it could give me an item that I can't refuse. That was stupid. Ah, brain fart moment. Okay, I think I have a general idea of what I want to do and what kind of squad I need. From here it's just down to the grind. I'll end it here for now, because I already started kind of late and need to go. I'll start streaming a bit earlier today, and we're gonna grind this out and do it eventually. Good evening for now.